All right. Should be live. Okay. Happy Friday. It is September 5th, 2025. Uh I'm excited to be here. Hopefully y'all are having a good Friday before we head into the weekend. So we're gonna give you some AI updates. So we're gonna jump into it here right now. So OpenAI. Again, my name is Ron Thomas, and what I want to do is help you demystify AI, especially as small business owners. As we look at the speed in which AI is being rolled out, there's opportunities for you not to get left behind in the marketplace, right? And this means your competitors are moving faster. If they're leveraging AI, they're going to leave you in the dust. I'm trying to say that as nicely as possible. They're going to leave you in the dust. And so there are opportunities for you to streamline some of your processes, increase response times, all these different things leveraging AI, right? So if there's weaknesses, and if I can really help paint this picture, it is AI is going to help you reduce. Is going to help you. You know where you have problems in your business, right? You know where you have issues and challenges. Your customers tell you where those challenges are at, right? AI helps you to overcome those challenges, help you to bridge the gap. John Maxwell, and I'm not gonna quote it. I'm gonna quote it verbatim, but because I don't remember it verbatim, but he says that if you focus on your strengths uh, and improving those things, you can move it from an 8 to a 9 to a 10, and you can be an expert, excellent at it. And if you're running a small business right now, you're probably already at 8, 9, 9, 10, right? And you want to get to that next level, but then you know that there's aspects of your business that are fives and sixes, right? And these are typically reflections of things that we're just not good at, right? Whether it's organization, processing papers, all that stuff. You got in business to run a business, provide something to the marketplace, a product or service. You didn't get in the business to sign paperwork on the back end and hire employees and all those things, right? And so where these challenges and where these weaknesses come in, this is where AI can really help you bridge that gap. And so where John Maxwell would say that if you're a five and a six and you're working really hard to improve those, you might just move up to like a seven, or you might go from a five to a six, or a six to a seven, or a three to a four. Nothing significant enough to make big changes, but AI helps you to do that. And so if you Dan Martell, I think Martelli, something like that, um, said that, hey, there's going to come a point where you're going to be you can be paid to be an director. Can you direct these systems? And this is probably a little more than a conversation that I'm really sharing today. I just want to share with some of the top news that's happening AI. So let's um let's jump into it. Now this one isn't new, but if you are leveraging AI, you have seen this update. But OpenAI launched GPT-5. Um, it's like last month, like early last month, late, yeah, early last month, early August, late July, somewhere around there. So OpenAI has launched GPT-5, and they're coined it as the smartest, fastest, most useful model yet, raising generative AI stakes for the business world. OpenAI is in again. If you still really kind of don't know who Chat GPT is, well, here is Chat. This is Chat GPT, and I'm gonna highlight just a few things here. But OpenAI is a leading AI research and deployment company. You get creative the Chat GPT that everyone knows. Many foundational large language models that dominate enterprise and small business AI adoption. So Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI, said the GPT-5 is a major leap, integrating a thinking mode for deeper reasoning and redefining productivity. This again quote Sam Altman. So GPT-5 is a unified system with a smart and fast model that answers most questions, a deep reasoning model for harder problems, and real-time router that quickly decides which model to use based on the conversation type, complexity, tools needed, and explicit intent. For example, if you're saying think hard about this in the prompt, the router is continuously trained on real signals, including when users switch models, preference rates for responses, and measured correctness, improving over time. Once usage limits are reached, the mini version of each model handles remaining queries. And in the near future, we plan to integrate these capabilities into a single model, which should actually be really really good. And so if you notice on your Chat GPT, and I'm gonna swing over here to mine just so you can see. Let's go here. So I'm swing over here to my chat so you can see it. Um, so if you've been using Chat GPT in your business, right? Um, you might be asking just simple questions. What's going on today? Can you write this for me? Can you write an email? Can you send a text message? I think most people, I ain't gonna say I think most people, because not everybody's using ChatGPT. So if you're just starting to start this AI journey and you just now, getting into ChatGPT now, depending if you have the paid version or not, I have the paid version. Um, so, but if you don't have it, I mean, if you let's just say you do, I'm gonna start there. So with this ChatGPT 5, it has the option of thinking, right? And it's pretty cool. So you have thinking, you have auto decides how long to think. I'm probably just switch mine to auto because since I've been using thinking, honestly, it's been taking a while for 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 me to get my responses. So that's kind of honestly, it's kind of getting on my nerves. But I put this question in here: how would I leverage the updated, let me see, the updated ChatGPT 5 as a small business owner? So I just want to put that in there, and it's on the thinking mode. So we're gonna let it kind of roll and think. This is live. I'm alive, y'all. I didn't even I didn't even practice this. So you about to get a real response because I have no idea what it's gonna say. So let's see. So you see here it says tailoring GPT-5 advice for small business owners. And so you see it thinking right here, browsing official OpenAI information on ChatGPT 5 features. So what used to happen in the past was that you would put it in here and then it'll just come back with something really really quickly. And I think that's really what pressed us all. If you wanted to get a deeper understanding of the topic at hand, then you can go to you can highlight this deal right here, and I don't know if it's still here. I didn't even check. Yeah, deep research. So you would click this deep research for it to really do this thinking analysis that you see going on right here now. It's built into it now. Now, honestly, what I noticed is that this would take a while for me to get these questions answered. And really, I was just like, "Ugh, I don't really like that. But just not, just realizing that is an auto feature that would allow it to go back and forth, and I think that's really good. Especially especially when you get into deeper topics that you might need some links to, and you try to make sure that this is correct. And what GPT-5 is supposed to do is supposed to help. It's supposed to help your chat GPT minimize hallucinations. So you can see the actual links in which it's coming from. Do you see here? They have the links to the information they got. So what's new with the GPT-5 that matters for small business owners? Higher accuracy and fewer hallucinations. That's what I just said. See, better instruction following, and don't just agree behavior. Let me tell you this, y'all. If you didn't realize this with ChatGPT, um, ChatGPT doesn't really like to disappoint you. So it will tell you all the things that you want to hear. Now, that can be really, really bad. uh, it just won't tell you that you're flat out acting crazy. It'll just kind of maneuver it in a way that sounds great, but telling you that you probably shouldn't do that, right? So I just, just want to share that with you. But so hierarchy, no, don't just agree behavior. Okay, modes in ChatGPT is auto, fast, and thinking. So you trade off speed versus deep research, deep reasoning per task. And so actually, again, I'm going to flip that on mine now, so I can do that a little better. API upgrades for new verbosity control, reasoning efforts minimal for fast responses and model sizes. Okay, agent voice and agent and voice stack, agent SDK for tool using bots, and real time API with SIP phone support for true phone agents. I haven't even I haven't even used that one. I gotta check that one out. Longer context, higher limits, useful for feeding docs, policies, and scripts. Right. If you're trying to help put the guardrails in for your chat GPT as you're using it for business purposes, um it will accept longer documents and analyze them so you can put guardrails in it so that it doesn't hallucinate on you, right? That is the big that's one of the challenges that came up in previous models, is that again you were trying to minimize hallucinations. We needed to actually read what I have and follow the guidelines that I'm putting in place so that it doesn't so that I can use it as a tool and it doesn't go south on me, right? So enterprises can automate knowledge work, streamline software development, and boost compliance through more reliable, smarter AI agents. And this is what this update is allowing businesses to leverage GPT a little bit better, closing the gap between AI hype and actual business value. So some practical tips, right? Again, you can test some of the new features. I'm like I say, you probably already seen them. Um, turn on the auto, turn on the thinking, turn on the mini, right? And see what it does to help you get information you need quicker and faster, or more accurate, really, right? It's the accuracy, man. So number two, Cisco unveils, pull this up here. I don't think I did pull it up. All right, drop that in here. So Cisco unveils security AI factory with NVIDIA. Next gen AI data agents, and so Cisco teamed up with NVIDIA and Vast Data to announce a secure AI factory, unlike an enterprise scale agentic AI powered by real time business data. So if you don't know who Cisco is, Cisco is a global. Just, Cisco is a global leader in network and enterprise security with strategic bets in AI infrastructure. So NVIDIA drives generative AI hardware and software innovation. So NVIDIA, the hardware manufacturer of AI hardware. So whenever just to kind of really break this down, right, just a little bit. So AI is a software, right? And then the AI is what helps your computer, is the program that your computer that you see from your computer, right? But your computer can only move as fast as it has the guts to do so. Does that make sense? So that's why if you have a new phone, and your new phone has problems with a lot of these new apps, is because the hardware within that phone is not capable of handling the amount of data that is taken to operate these apps and web search and all those things. And so NVIDIA builds hardware that is capable with the speed of AI. Sorry, hold on, I messed that up. There we go. Boom. So Jeremy Foster, senior vice president of and GM of Cisco Compute, said, "We're giving customers a simple path to unlock their data's AI value. Their data's AI value. That's what this partnership is aimed to do. So let's take a quick look at this. All right, here we go. So Security AI Factory, Cisco Secure AI Factory with NVIDIA to offer a fully integrated solution with vast data using NVIDIA AI data platform, a reference design to accelerate RAG pipelines and enable agentic AI at scale. So Cisco to offer a validated solution with vast data to enable faster data extraction and retrieval of agentic AI. Okay. Let's go a little bit longer here. So today, Cisco today unveiled a solution for building AI infrastructure designed to support workload data fabrics, further enabling enterprise to securely use their data for agentic AI at enterprise scale. And I think here's why this is important, right? As companies are integrating more, again, we're gonna need the hardware. You're gonna need the ability for your security systems to keep up with the amount of data that's moving through those pipelines, right? There's security threats that are moving through these pipelines, and we're gonna need the capability to see what's happening at massive speed because AI works a lot faster than we do. They don't take breaks. It won't take a break. It won't call in sick, right? It's going to be able to dive into data files faster than we can because we got meetings we got to get to, right? So with that, that's more data being processed and looked at and leveraged and used that needs to be monitored, and that's what we're getting at here. So with this new solution, Cisco Secure AI Factory with NVIDIA expands to new use cases, including acceleration of retrieval, augmented generation, pipelines with faster data extraction and retrieval. The new capability ensures AI agents have instant, secure access to the data they need when they need it. The AI infrastructure building blocks of Secure AI Factory are now available with Vast Insight Engine, a core capability of Vast Data AI operating systems. This AI pods deliver a fully integrated solution using NVIDIA AI data platform reference design to transform new raw data into AI ready data sets. Within the AI pods, the Cisco UCS server portfolio with the NVIDIA RTX Pro 6000 Blackwell Server Edition GPUs together provide exceptional performance for next generation AI applications. So again, as companies are integrated more with AI, the other enterprise systems that they're already working with is position themselves to be able to handle that type of workload. Right. This is another example. It's kind of like how we had older iPhones that um were already capable for what was it uh for the five. What was it? No, I can't even think of the term. Dog it. They were already 5G capable. So they already had hardware that was able to handle the new Wi-Fi that was coming, right? So what we're seeing, as we see enterprises invest in things like this, here's what it's telling you as a small business owner, as a regular person, this stuff is here to stay, and and they're figuring out a way to finally be able to keep up with what the change is happening. This When you start seeing companies like this put big dollars up to put themselves in position to support their customers, um, you know that this is not going nowhere. When AI first came on the scene, what 23, something like that, it was kind of like, what is this? I remember getting emails from my corporate like, hey, is it? And it's kind of like, hey, we don't know what this is. This is game changing. It's here to stay. It's here to stay. So what's this mean to a small business owner? Right. So consider agentic AI platforms for automating data flows, HR, finance, prioritizing, intro. I ain't gonna say that. Interoperability. There we go. Inter interoperability when choosing AI vendors and audit data governance policies as agentic AI scales up. Right. And that's where we're getting at. So again, for you as a small business owner, you're like, okay, that sounds a lot. What were we saying? Consider some platforms. Consider agentic AI platforms for automating data flows for HR and finance, things like that. Back end stuff, right? You're going to hear me say this a lot. Look, the thing for processes within your business that takes a lot of time to process. Look for AI platforms that will help you streamline that and automate that. And what sometimes that means just sometimes that means just making an agent that could connect the dots. Right. Getting an agent that can connect the dots. And if you need some help with that, reach out. Reach out to me. Comment, DM me, comment. Um we can help you do that. So number 3, last one. Amazon launches Lens Live. Lens Live, a visual search to get smarter. Now, again, how did so this as we see this moving into the marketplace, right? So we see this movie. Amazon is launching. Let me share this over here. Oh, that didn't work. Sorry, y'all. Share that screen. Boom. Bam. Here we go. All right. Amazon launches Lens Live with a real-time scanning and AI assisted integration. So, what? I'm gonna get into the whole article here. So Amazon is launching has launched Lens Live, right? And so they unveiled this, and this is an upgraded visual search tool featuring instant product scanning and integrated with the Rufus AI assistant. Now, this is changing the game. This is changing the game. So, what does that mean? Right? You at your friend, you at your friend's house and they got something that they like. They say, "Oh, where'd you get it from?" I got it from Amazon. So, the version the old way, you would maybe take a picture of it so you can remind yourself to go take a look at it, right? Now with Lens Live, you can just you can pick up you should have the ability to pick up your phone and just look at it, um, like a just like a video, and then it looks at it and it scans it. Right then, it throws up the product, the product for you that you can buy it instantly. Amazon changed the game when they made buying stuff easier, right? You didn't have to drive down to the store no more. Everything, and I mean everything, is available on Amazon. They're making it easier. This is wild. This is wild. Okay, so Amazon, excuse me, is the world's leading online retailer and cloud AI provider, driving innovation in the consumer technology and retail automation. So, the VP of stores says that Lens Live brings real time AI powered shopping to millions. Just scan and shop. That's what they're doing. You're gonna be able to just scan and shop. We were amazed when we was able to just tell Siri, not Siri, talk to what is it? I don't have one. Just so can't think of the name of it. But the little Amazon box, you can sit on the counter and they'll play music. We was amazed that we could just tell it to go read us a book, play some music. And then we could just tell it to buy something for us. Like, oh my goodness, that's amazing. I can just buy voice activation, just say it and it go look. And then, hey, we got creeped out a little bit when it was listening a little too much, listening for things that we're looking for, and suddenly we see the ads pop up on Amazon, right? This is what did. This is the power of this stuff, right? And many got weirded out. And, I'm like, you open the door for that one. But what is leveraging is an aspect of AI that's called vision, where AI is able to look at images and understand what it's looking at. And so Amazon is really leveraging this to the next level, right? To be able to look in real time images, process the images, and and make it available. So there's two sides to that as a business owner, right? Do if you have your product description online for, let's say, you selling a physical product and your product description online, you want to make sure that those pictures are very clear. You don't want them raggedy looking, right? Like unpixelated and all stuff, because then the visual learning of the data can't tell what it is. So if you have a product that you've made and it's at a friend's house, it's at a customer's house, and then their friend goes on Amazon and puts up the Amazon lens and scans it. If your pictures are not good enough, where it can align this on the counter versus what you have as a product description, you might miss out on the sale. See that? That's where we're going here. You want your imagery AI ready and clear so that it can be leveraged in so many other ways, right? All right. I'm gonna pull in something else that I think might be interesting on this. But let's really look into it. Let's really look at the article a little bit. All right. So again, this just dropped. Just dropped yesterday. Amazon announced on the second the launch of Lens Live, an enhanced version of its visual search tool, Amazon Lens, powered by artificial intelligence, to deliver real-time product scanning and instant matches. This new feature integrates Amazon's AI shopping assistant Rufus directly into the camera experience, creating what the company has described as the most advanced visual shopping tool available on mobile platforms. The enhanced visual search capability rolls out immediately to tens of millions of customers in the Amazon shopping app on Apple on Apple iOS. Okay, with plans to expand to all customers over the coming months, according to Vice President Trishul. I ain't gonna say that last name. Vice President and Distinguished Scientist of Stores Foundation AI at Amazon. When customers with Lens opens Amazon Lens, the Lens camera will instantly begin scanning products and show top matching items with swipeable carousel at the bottom of the screen, allowing for quick comparisons. Unlike the traditional Amazon Lens experience, which required users to take photos or upload images manually, the Lens operates continuously as the customer moves their camera across the scenes. The system automatically identifies primary objects in real time through on device computer vision technology, creating what Amazon characterizes as a smooth experience that requires minimal customer interaction. This is where we're getting at. This is all about the experience. When you're trying to find something, I just want to pull up my phone. I'm trying to minimize the amount of clicks we're trying to get to and just get me the information so I can make a decision. This is where we're going. This is where we're going, and I'm gonna bring this home for the small business owner. But I think this is very interesting. The technical infrastructure behind Lens Live represents a significant advancement in consumer facing machine learning applications. The system runs on AWS managed Amazon OpenSearch and Amazon's SageMaker services, deploying the machine learning models at scale across Amazon's global infrastructure. The platform employs that Amazon describes as an accurate, lightweight computer vision object detection model running on device that processes visual information locally on user smartphones. At the core of the matching technology sits a deep learning visual embedded model that compares customer camera views against billions of Amazon products. Let me say it. Let's just say that again. It's looking at the camera. Right, let's still go back. Let me go back. At the core of the matching technology sits a deep learning visual embedded model that compares customer camera views against billions of Amazon products. This computational approach enables the system to retrieve exact, highly similar items from Amazon's catalog within seconds of detection. The integration represents Amazon's most sophisticated development of real-time visual search technology since the original Lens launch. Again, this is what I was just saying. This is why if you are selling a physical product, so if you're selling a physical product, especially if you're selling on Amazon, you need to make sure you have clear pictures from all angles, right? From all angles, so that Amazon's AI technology can read your listing and be able to recommend it for sale. And so we, we've sold on Amazon, and this speaks a whole lot to what we did. But whenever you have, we'll start with Amazon, because if Amazon's going to do it, it's going to get it's this it's going to grow. It's going to grow. I'm telling you, it's going to grow. So let's just start with Amazon. We start with Amazon. If you have your product listed on Amazon, and you have a pitch and your pictures on it, if your pictures need to be clear, this is what this article is getting. This is what the article is saying at the same time. Your images need to be crystal clear and showing all angles of it so that the AI can read it. So if someone is out there, is at the marketplace, they're at their friend's house, they're at a restaurant, or whoever has bought your product and has it, and they're like, man, I really wanna, what is that? What is that? And they did take an Amazon app out and scan it, your listing will pop up. That's cool. So Let's widen this a little bit. This Amazon platform. Why is this man corporate? Visual search scan. So what does this mean in corporate America to an extent? Right? The you know bigger audience. Visual search can cut friction from a customer journey. Visual search can cut friction from customer journeys, increase conversion rates, and create new cross-selling AI opportunities, changing retail data and marketing strategies. Think about that. I'm pretty sure there's a lot more going on there that I don't even get yet, right? But if you have a way to visually visually document probably really anything and have AI be able to read it and recommend it, that can work for both products and even just internal processes. Maybe you have PDFs and things that you have to scan. You need a good visual tool, good visual AI tool that can read it, recognize what's going on, and provide feedback. Right. So the stronger those platforms become and the better and more accurate they become at reading visual things, you're probably gonna it will cut down on issues that could happen from misreads, right? Then from a marketing standpoint, creating some sort of connecting with some sort of tool or there's going to be tools that's going to come out and be able to read global products at scale so people can find them. Right. So that's when that's when your product discoverability from a metadata and a visual. We always started with the metadata, that's SEO, search, and things like that to be discovered. But it's gonna come a time where more and more we're gonna have we're gonna have to make sure that the visual is good, is great, so that AI models can AI applications can read them and suggest your product. That'd be very interesting. It'd be really interesting if it's gonna come to a day where you're gonna see where your product sales are coming from. Are they coming from a click search? Like we see that now with Google, right? You can they'll let you know if it was if your ad was clicked, if you saw if you let's just say for YouTube, for example, because I do YouTube a lot. You know if it's coming from off from another platform. You know if it's coming through search or if they saw it through browse, right? Through browse features. Um or was your video suggested and someone clicked on it? Right. So you can see these different ways that people in which people found found your product or service. So it's gonna come a time where it's like, well, it was saw through video or through a visual app versus SEO. Someone was searching and they found it. So that's gonna be really interesting. So as a business owner, as a small business owner, right? Explore affordable visual search plugins to streamline e-commerce. Leverage AI systems to personalize shopping experiences and operational analytics. This is what we're getting at here. So again, my goal is to help you demystify AI and also recognize that there are trends that are happening on a big enterprise level. There's probably some we should consider on a small business level, right? And and it should be something that we should consider on a small business level. Like that, if we see big companies investing in back end processes, that's probably something we should pay attention to in our own business and see because there's some cost reduction that warrants the investment. And if they're gonna make big investments in the back end process improvements, not anything dealing with sales and marketing, right? This is back end processes. If companies at scale on enterprise level are improving back end processes so that their P&L gets a little bit stronger, a little tighter, right? Um, the cost of doing business is going down. That might be something to take a look at as a small business owner. This could be a leaky faucet in your business. This could be a leaky pipe in your business. I came from industrial sales, y'all. This could be a leaky pipe, a leaky hose in your business. A little pin size hole in your airline. That if you patch up, you could actually reduce your cost of doing business. So look into AI leveraging and streamlining some back end processes of your business, and you probably you probably have some better cash flow than what you have now. If you need help with that, hey, make sure you reach out, DM me, send me a message, click on my YouTube channel if you're on YouTube, um, message me. Right, all my contact information is in the description below. Love to help you integrate AI into your business. So with that, hope you have a good Friday, and we'll see you Monday on the next video. Make it a great week.